The following podcast may contain strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to Hallmark of Greatness. No? What? What?
You didn't get the honk!
It was the honk. It wasn't the right one.
Oh, for God, I can't hear it.
Wasn't
Oh,
the
hang
right
on.
one.
I think I know how to fix this. It did it
I just
last
heard
time.
twat, and I was like, nope, that's not right.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right,
It
hang
was
on.
the
It was the thing you want, right? Hang.
yeah.
Again, every week I say, I should label these correctly. And every week I just turn the computer off and go to bed.
Hi, Harvey.
Hello, and welcome to Hallmark of Greatness. Now with Extra Harvey, the podcast that takes you through the works of I've lost my script for this week. It's new year, new chaos beginnings. So, yeah, it's not going to be the usual film review style nonsense this week. As per the tradition or the old charter, James has kindly volunteered under much duress to write this year's fun quiz for us. We know everyone else does them at New Year, but once again, we buck the trend by doing them a week later.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
we've got the trophy.
From last year.
The winner will win the Pigeon Trophy of Justice.
I can't believe she's dusted it off, got it out the cupboard tonight.
It lives on the windowsill.
Confusing all the local cats.
It's the proudest thing we've.
The only trophy I've ever won.
You may recognise
the same way it died, covered in resin.
Very small. You may recognise these voices, obviously. As usually, we have the formidable James.
Hello, welcome
Yeah,
to my festive games.
It's like the Hunger Games, but worse somehow. The ever fragrant Mark Plant.
Ahoy, hoy.
And making her return to the world of Hallmark of Greatness, Bernadette.
Hello.
She's back permanently.
Yeah, Ofsted's done now.
Ofsted in the bin. So yes, James, you want to take us through the rules of the Quizmatron?
Yes, well, you say Quizmatron. I think you should fire up
Oh my
the
God!
machine.
Have you added another module to it? Another unit?
Oh God, there's tinsel everywhere. Yeah, all of this is Christmas themed still because it's yeah, we're barely a week after New Year, but it's still that mode, isn't it? So that's the Ding Dong event garland of Yuletide, believe it or not.
Ding
It's
dong.
not wearing old anytime soon. It said that Christmas quiz for 2023 was about Carol Christmas. A local wooden toy collector who doesn't like Christmas because she cannot even spell Christmas. The holidays get interesting when she bumps into Ian Quiz, a wise man who has just inherited the family tree, Mervyn, and whose favourite thing is ho-ho-hos. The holidays get more jingly when the kids accidentally videotape Santa doing a big crime and the two of them must work together. Will they successfully defend Santa in a court of law? My sources say no.
Couple of things. How does she write her name? Does she just put Carol X?
I guess it's or maybe just like a hand mark. Like
Okay,
in
that's
caveman
fine.
times. Yeah.
Ian Quiz, who's inherited the family tree.
Yes.
And did
Right,
the family tree have a
okay.
name, James? Did I miss that? I'm sure you said it had a
No.
name.
Yeah, you're right. Mervyn, that isn't the first quiz question, by the way.
All right,
none of
okay.
this is
And
in
And
the
also,
quiz.
I honestly thought you were going to say they caught Santa doing a big shit.
Down the chimney, like that's Davis
Yule
Log.
log. Oh,
Depending
yeah.
on where you do that,
Headline,
that could be
yeah.
a big crime. Yeah.
That is a big crime if you do it outside of primary school.
I'm just glad he wasn't doing a big salad.
Oh,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
scrambled eggs.
I think that Christmas film we did last year where Santa gets shot down by Homeland Security or something, it's got slight vibes of that. But a lot of that, I mean, all of that was random. But
Was that Bone
the way
alone?
that the way that it put two things together about the kids accidentally videotaping Santa and then them having to defend Santa in a court of law is just pure chance.
Yeah, well, they've been
Will
naughty,
never happen again.
and the only way they can redeem themselves is by child legal defence to get onto the nice list. Makes sense.
Objection.
It writes itself.
It wasn't Bone Alone. It was, I can't remember what it was called. Where Santa gets
It'll
shot
probably
down.
come up in the quiz, won't it? Probably
Nightmare.
stop talking
It's
about
Last
it.
Christmas. We can't do it again. It's one with the Nightmare Factory.
Oh yeah. That
Oh
one.
yeah.
But Bone Alone.
Jesus
Bone Alone was the
Brilliant film.
Possibly the best
It's
one we've ever done.
weird, really weird. The laughing montage.
Yes.
Again, we should know the names of these. We can go back and listen to that one if you want to hear what that's all about. But nobody remembers.
Yeah. Or just listen to last year's quiz.
Oh,
Because
that.
this year in Hallmark, we got through 30 films. That was 13 Hallmark of Greatness films. Granted, not all of them Hallmark. And 17 Last Orders episodes, all of which were very Last Orders episodes.
Yeah.
The most Last Orders.
Christ, was Dinosaur Island this year?
No,
No.
Dinosaur Island was one of my first ones, and I've been around about 18 months, I think.
Somehow he is still here.
I know. Yeah, this is my first full year, so I'm quite excited to still finish rock bottom.
But you get a payment from that.
Huh?
He gets
Extra annual leave day.
I do.
One gold star for his jumper, along
I
with
get
his podcasting badge.
I get extra bronze Fabio.
You should get
do you
that,
remember
shouldn't you?
Fabio's?
Oh, they were back in the day.
Remember he used to do Fabio's?
I'm afraid, Mark, you'll find that the budget extends to pigeon trophies and nothing else.
At least it's not that banana freaky thing you put in the group chat.
I know. I'd end up sitting on that for the fun when Harvey's away.
Yes, so 2023 took us on a strange journey through Nick Cannon's school dance, for example.
Jesus.
No.
Sadly.
No, that wasn't this year.
I think someone on the internet recommended that to Joe, and he was taken by whoever recommended it. And then she listened to it. Was it Pat Vale by any chance?
Possibly.
Yeah.
He recommends a load of nonsense.
Because
that
you'd already
boy.
done Rock and Roll High School or something.
No, we never
It was
done
also-
that.
There's also the era of Global Meltdown, featuring hot sulfur facts.
Yes.
No, actual facts about hot sulfur.
Yeah,
I don't
it will
remember a
melt your
thing
eyes.
about that.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was the great one. That was good, that one. That was with the big crack and the
Yes.
You're really selling it.
there was a big crack. There was a man angry about ham radios.
This is this is a film you watched alone, Joe.
No, and then they drive through like a sulfur
Oh,
cloud.
the ham radio guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
I have a
That
ham
was this year.
radio.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it was a big crack outside of school, which I think is the issue. The Sword and the Sorcerer. Mark wasn't there for that one. We had special guests, Lord and Lady Mono, for that one.
Yeah.
Probably the least said about that, the better, because a stuntman died at the filming of it, which is like
Very early
the
on.
darkest that this thing has ever got. We also watched A Final Alliance, Hoffman's brief attempt at film stardom. I've been shot before and I survived, but you won't. And
Dustin
Land Shark.
Oh,
Bernie won't
fucking
remember any of
Land
these.
Shark. That wasn't a film. That was a crack dream
I mean,
That was filmed
technically,
in somebody's nan's house.
with an
Wait,
angry
what?
woman, from
No,
HR.
sorry, Joe, what were you going to say? Technically.
Land Shark. All I remember is big shark, tiny tank,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
the infernal beeping machine
Of course, yeah.
that did nout. It just beeped
But
constantly.
not just land shark, like up in the mountains shark.
Oh, yeah. And then we all got confused at the ending because it was the
There
version
was
you
a bit
watched
cut out
had
of
a
it.
cut ending, which didn't make the ending make
where
sense.
where the man was a shark, but he was also a bit of land.
Yeah, he was like a
I remember him.
peninsula, a hammerhead peninsula.
And then
just the
finally,
name.
the slasher film is A Wonderful Knife featuring Joel McHale. Go listen to the last episode for that. He's not in it very much. On to the
Best
questions.
film we've ever watched. Countryman.
Barney first. You're up for your 5 questions. I will answer you these questions 5. So first,
I mean, I don't have to answer them then.
so cast your mind back over the course of the year. In which film was it where Joe revealed that if possible, he absolutely would go back in time and have sex with himself?
Meet cute.
Wow, that was quick. I think we could be knocked off by 9.
I was going to say, right?
It's not as
Very
hot as it
first film of the
sounds.
That's the
Thank
only
you.
film I remember, to be honest.
Air
Jo-
fryer
Knocked
versus
Off by
microwave.
9 was the film that Joe was watching at the time.
That was a
Heaven of
2022 rom-com that featured Peter Davidson's second role after 2014 School Dance, which is how we ended up watching School Dance, everyone.
Oh,
And it brought
God,
us
he was
all the
in that,
memorable
wasn't he?
quote, Sheila is a ball bag. Question 2. So that's 1 point already.
the lesser-known Ramon song.
It's a B-side, that one, is it? But I am singing it in my head, and that's the worst.
Yeah. A slice of Chicago romance centered on Chicago-style deep pan pizza.
Oh, bloody
Which-
hell.
In that podcast, led to a discussion about American styles of pizza. So my question for you is, what is commonly served as a dip with Colorado-style pizza? And you've got a choice. Okay. Is it A, yogurt? Is it B, jelly or jam? Or is it C, honey?
Oh, I was going to say ranch, because Americans
Yeah,
love the
ranch.
ranch.
Yeah,
Everything,
so it's
isn't
the
it?
answer,
No.
everything,
It's
yeah.
weirder than
So-
that.
Yogurt.
Yogurt,
Jam.
honey, or jam?
Yeah. So A, yogurt, B, jelly jam, C, honey.
Have you
Only
pizza?
Bonnie can answer this, but
Pizza.
you can advise it.
Have you confused
for-
pizza
with
with
pizza.
muesli?
I wish.
um,
This is just James nicking all the stuff off
Because
the
of
breakfast
where
buffet.
Colorado is, to my mind, there's an obvious answer, but I'm not going to help.
I don't know where
Yeah,
Colorado is.
I'm not going to
Oh,
get a
it's-
single one right anyway. so-
Colorado's in the
I
Jam
don't believe
mountain
the-
range, isn't
I don't
it?
believe the geography's going to help Bonnie much with this.
I know
Oh,
it's. I know it's
the
the most
least for
elevated
that.
city.
Yeah,
Boulder in Colorado. That's if that helps.
Perfect.
but it's in the
Jam
yogurt
making.
mountain caps.
They
Obviously,
filmed Mork and Mindy there.
They
That
did.
helps.
Yeah, and you only know that because of the very beginning.
Yeah, when it
They
says Boulder,
drive
Colorado.
past Boulder elevation, whatever it is.
I don't know. I've heard of honey on pizza with that weird spicy sausage.
Julia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes a Colorado pizza special?
Oh, you're about to find out.
Oh, okay.
Served
Uh,
you by
No,
wasps.
there's two aspects to it. I'll reveal the second aspect after
We'll
you've
go
answered
for
Served in a bin
Mass.
lid.
yogurt, like a nice minty yogurt.
it. I get that because it
Right.
feels like a mayo dip almost, doesn't it? It was actually honey. So
Ah.
Yes, it is.
style is a type of pizza made with a characteristically thick braided crust, topped with heavy amounts of sauce and cheese. It's traditionally served by the pound, and honey
Yes.
is as a side for dipping the pizza crust. There's and I quote, built-in dessert. Which is just
No.
horrendous.
I mean, some people,
Pizza.
some people want a pound of pizza, but I'll just have honey on the side for dipping.
Jesus Christ. No, sorry, how much pizza do you want? Oh, about £1.50. That's not no one's ever said I want 6 slices. I want one that's about that big. No one's ever done it by weight. Colorado.
Yeah. Monsters.
I mean,
Oh,
they had
I'll
a
eat
good idea.
like a Cornish pasty was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like half
I
of
think
it was
so, yeah.
savoury and half of it was sweet.
It's got a braided crust which looks cool on the pictures of it. It's sort of swirly, and it sort of draws you into the center of the pizza, sort of thing.
It's for when they go
No
down
pizza.
when they go down the yogurt mines, they can eat half the savoury bit, and then afterwards they can have the sweet bit. The famous
braiding that.
Boulder yogurt mines.
Well, that's just insane.
I agree with you. What was the worst rated Hallmark of Greatness film this year? I've got 3 options again for you.
God,
So A, was it
that's
Love
that fun
Afloat?
one.
Was it B, Love Bubbles and Crystal Cove? Or was
Oh,
it
no.
C, Our Dream Wedding? So that's Love Afloat, Love Bubbles and the Crystal Cove, or Our Dream Wedding.
Love
Bubbles and the
Afloat
Crystal-
is spunk in the bath. Love Bubbles is farting in the bath, and I don't really know what's going on with the other one.
Love bubbles is what Michael Jackson said just before he died.
And teenage boys,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Had my Jesus juice. Right, so
Ride the
Look-
train, ride the train.
Love
I remember
bubbles.
the float was bloody awful.
Love bubbles and the crystal coat was the soap one, wasn't it?
That was the bath bomb
Yeah,
one.
bath bombs.
What was the other one? The last
Love
one.
afloat was the boat.
The boat was awful.
That was pretty dog shit.
And then
There
C
was a
Our
child
Dream
pirate in
Wedding.
it.
Our Dream Wedding. What was that?
Was that one with the veil where she puts the veil on and goes
No. Was it?
goes into her future and she's really happy, but it doesn't look like anyone would be happy. It's very trad wife. I've learned that today.
Oh, what's that mean?
Yeah. It's like that weird American like subgroup of women who are happy to stay at home and like be a
They're
housewife,
robots.
basically. But they're like, it's a lifestyle choice. I mean, yeah, it can be, but also like don't
make your whole personality about
don't
being someone's
poo-poo
wife.
other women who want to go out and have a career.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's shite. It's a made up thing. But I
Was
don't
it
know.
during our time traveling one? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so is that what you're going for? The time
Was it-
traveling one. So
No,
you
'cause
had
I
Love
went through a
Afloat.
phase of really liking time traveling ones. I'm going to say Love Afloat because I hated it.
Yeah.
That is correct. Love Afloat with a historically stinky rating of 0 and 0 by Joe and Barney on that particular day.
Wow, I gave it a no, and yet what did I give Mr. Scrooge is in your house or whatever?
No, but
I
we
realised
got
that some
an
of my
hour and a half of
questions for
content
you
out
should
of
have
that.
just been what was the title of this film.
Yeah, to be fair.
At the time, for Love Afloat, Barney said, I'd like to forget that we ever watched this. Sorry, not possible. And Joe said, it's a film that exists and someone's filmed it, and that's fine, but they shouldn't.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's the one with the pirate child, isn't it? There's
Oh,
a
I
child
hate
in it who
child
pretends to be a
actors.
pirate,
Yeah.
and she's working in a restaurant for free slave labor.
Yeah, in it where they just mop that boat for a sequence.
I remember a lot of swabbing.
There's a lot of swabbing.
Yeah.
The poop deck gets swabbed.
Yeah, I remember you made that joke as well.
Oh,
yeah.
come on, I've only got 3 jokes.
I just realised this has been the longest year of my life because I don't even remember this episode, and I love listening to this podcast when I'm not on it. More than I love
it was
listening to it when I'm on
beautiful,
it. When I love the sound of my own voice.
Question number 4. The Dove.org rating. So I should,
Oh, God.
for the sake of the listeners, Dove.org we reference quite a lot. It's a Christian review site for a particular type of Christian. And
An insane one.
It makes no sense.
No, it
the
doesn't.
Dove.org rating for the Hallmark film Love Map
I love Matt.
approvingly describes the male lead Ian as a what? A, was he a paragon of virtue? Was he B, a steward of the land? Or was he C, a sovereign of morality?
A yeoman of the veil.
I was going to say a sex predator.
Oh, stout yeoman of the bar.
Isn't that the one where he looks up a skirt when she's going up a ladder? Yeah.
Yes.
And you had the love map, baby love.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Then he
remember
tries
that.
He tries to throw her in that grotto, doesn't he? There's like a
Ah,
shitty pond he
blue-
tries to whip her in.
It's a great film, that.
Hey, yeah. It could
What
be
were the
any of
options
them.
again?
Oh,
So
I've got-
A, a paragon of virtue, B, a steward of the land, or C, a sovereign of morality. What do they reckon he was?
I don't know. See?
A sovereign of morality? Incorrect. It is B. It said Ian is loyal to his family and a steward of the land.
He drew maps, didn't he? He drew
Here is a
maps
flag.
so that everyone
It
would
got
know.
it got a -1 score overall, being marked down for short shorts worn in tropical weather and Ian's bare torso on the beach. Not suggestive. Approved for all ages for some
Nice.
reason.
Who wears short shorts?
Ian wears shorts. No, it was Avery, I think. Love Map, a film marked out for its beautiful Florida scenery and gratuitous quarry scenes. And yes, Joe did a Love Map B-52 soundbite for it. Which I was really
I
hoping
love
it'd still
that.
have.
That was
Yeah.
the best bit. Yeah.
So finally, then you've got 2 points out of a possible 5. So for your third point, what was the highest rated Hallmark of Greatness film this year? So it is a film that you will have watched.
Oh, that one.
Question is for you, and it
Jake
is an open
Peralta
question.
one.
I think I know this one.
The one with Jake Peralta in it, isn't it?
I don't need a title.
Jake Peralta does time travel.
Dinosaur
I
cave
think that's the tagline.
drinking.
What's it called? Oh, with big eyes.
What, an owl?
She did have very big eyes.
It's a place. It's named after a place in California.
Colorado?
That's in Colorado.
Was it the Palm Springs
It's
one?
this
Is it
bit.
that
and
one?
then
was Palm
boing.
Springs.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was doing
Oh.
clues.
Oh, sorry. You
Barney-
said it was
Barney
open
knew
to
what that
everybody.
was.
Is it called
it's not
Palm
open to everyone. No,
You said that
it's-
was open to everybody.
I said it's an open question, as in there are
Oh,
no
sorry.
clues for
Oh.
that one. That's all right. I mean, you've pretty much given that.
I wouldn't have got that anyway.
Not even with that good clue. Boing.
Yeah, that was Palm Springs that got 34 points. That's 2 points higher than the next highest thing, which I also can't name because I closed the question.
Rebounding wanking hand. I don't think we watched that one, Joe. You must watch that one alone.
I'm confused as to how you've got 34 when it's graded on gold, silver, and bronze.
Well, I'll tell you.
Oh,
Because
okay.
He has his
it
system.
received four
system.
golden. I can't remember exactly what golden items they were, but that turned out to be 14 points from you. It received 6 golden tiny IPA cans from Barney, which gave it 16, even though that's not part of the scoring system. And it received 4 pizza-shaped Lilos from Katie. So that comes out at 34 points.
Fair
Brilliant.
enough. Right, I didn't know this was
So
a conversion rate.
I reckon that Barney knew that one. I just couldn't get
Hey.
the title, which was then said by Mark anyway. So I'm going to give
she
you
gets
a
the point.
there.
She gets the point.
You get
You can
Oh,
3
well.
points.
I
Absolutely.
love a
Have a
good
whole-
sympathy point.
have a whole roost of pigeons.
Because I've got a finishing bottom thing to keep up with here. So
I'll just be the lucky Pierre in this sandwich then, right?
And it is Mark up next.
Zutter laws.
So, my first question for you
Okay.
is: which film was made in association with Egg Studios? Was it A, The Sword and the Sorcerer? Was it B, 1990 Bronx Warriors? Or was it C, Blackbird?
Oh, mate, Blackbird.
Blackbird.
I
It's
forgot
gotta be.
about that.
It's, the thing is, it could be all of them, but fuck. I'm so glad you didn't say, was it D, Egg Cop?
That was last year. Cue
That
the
was
Winged
last year,
Serpent.
cue the Winged
Yeah.
Serpent.
Was that last year? See, I don't know.
You see, it's got to be Blackbird, egg, bird. Egg like a bird's egg. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense in terms of the film, but yes, that led you to the right answer. That was C, Blackbird.
Egg
Egg
like a
Studios in
bird's egg.
association with Dance Lord Pictures.
Oh, Dance Lord Pictures. I forgot about Crudler. I really did.
Oh, God.
That was Blackbird,
Oh,
which
could
was
we-
the
Could we revisit that
quasi-released-
film? I mean, I
quasi-released
think
Michael Flatley film about a retired Secret Service agent and his many hats.
surely we're only 2 years away from the 5th anniversary of this podcast, and that has to be the 100 Things Crow for this
Oh,
podcast.
but the one fight doesn't even, it happens behind a
Not even a
bin.
Could
Yeah,
do a
it
double
is, yeah.
bill, fatal deviation, and then followed by Blackbird.
The
I mean,
best Irish
it's a bit
accent.
Irish.
I'll cut
Two
them
Irish-
together and make
two
a
Irish
better
films.
film.
Oh, you.
Jimmy, what are you
talking.
doing? Diddly did dee dee. That's not racist.
Fatal
I think I
Egg
timed that walk, didn't I? I think it was like 2.5 minutes long.
Oh yeah, you had your own song and everything. I wrote a song for you back when I cared. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, question number 2. Also in 2023, we watched the film Land Shark by Mike Polonia, known for his pun-titled shark films. And during that episode, I gave you a selection of shark films to choose from. They
were all mental.
Yep. So which of these is not one of his other non-shark related films? So these are going to be 3 films not to do with sharks, and I want you to spot the fake. Okay. A, Pirate Club. B, Splatter Farm. C, Invasion of the Empire of the Apes.
Right, Invasion of the Empire of the Apes was definitely a film because I think we looked it up after the episode on IMDb. So I'm counting that one out.
Splatter
What Splatzer Farm? Could you use that in a sentence, please, James?
Oh fucking hell, we're not doing Splatter Farm this week.
I don't know whether the weather.
So it's Splatzer Farm, as in saxophone. Oh, Splatter Farm.
Splatter Farm.
Right.
I
Splatter
don't know if I
Farm.
garbled that when I said
And
it.
the other
Splatter
one
Farm.
was Pirate Tits. What?
A. Pirate Club. B. Splatter Farm. C. Invasion of the Empire of the Apes.
The first rule of Pirate Club is yar.
Second rule: there's no smoking. There's no grog. I'm just gonna put a thing in a map. I'm going Splatter Farm just because we've talked about it so much in the last 2 minutes.
No, it was actually Pirate Club. It was
Oh.
not true, although it's sort of loosely based on a film called Snake Club: Revenge of the Snake Woman.
On a
where
boat, on a canal
No,
barge in Stockport.
One of the late.
not one that we will ever do, hopefully. It's a stripper is possessed by an ancient snake goddess and wants to kill or recruit everyone at the club. It's a very club focused.
It
I
is,
think,
yeah.
on that one.
Just. I know we're never going to cover it, James, but could you just spell that for me for my own personal use?
Is it a strip club or like a bowling club? Like down Crown Green Bowling. Come on,
I think,
Jeff.
Joe, it's whatever they could hire at the time. It's probably the dog track that they used in Dreamscape or whatever. It is described in the IMDb reviews as worse than awful. So moving on. Question number
I've been
three.
to crime
Have any
scenes
Christmas
that are
trees in
also called that, I'll be honest.
Okay, so you got 1 point. There's still 3 points more to play for. So you could theoretically beat the reigning champion.
Right.
This year, more than one Last Orders film received a Dove.org or Movie Guide review. Movie Guide is the other one.
Yeah.
Which was the worst Last Orders film of the year, according to their reviews? Was it A, Mr. Scrooge to see you? To see you nice. Was it B, Christmas Bounty? Or was it C, Dreamscape?
Oh shit! Because there's loads goes on in Dreamscape. So these three all had reviews, and it's the one that had the worst.
Yes.
It's got to be Dreamscape because there's like sexual abuse and stuff in it, and there's
Is
a
there?
monster attacking a child. Somebody has sex somewhere. With
Oh
a
yeah,
monster.
there's like a dream.
Oh, there's a man.
sex,
Yeah.
Dream
Well,
sex.
and there's a
cheats on him, or
snake
yeah.
thing.
he dreams
That's
about it.
probably right up there with the top 3 films we've ever done for this podcast.
If it's got that much in it, how come it was on Dove.org?
Not Dove.
Well, it
think
might be for a very
it's
bad reason.
Historical. I think it's historical.
Abraham
It's a public
Lincoln goes
record.
to dreams and bites a raccoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dreamscape. No, I'm not. I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go Christmas Bounty.
Okay. Both of those were wrong. It was Mr. Scrooge to see you.
Oh,
The most religious of the three.
the most
Yeah.
religious of them. Jesus.
Yeah, it received, I think it was a -4 approved.
Because
for
someone
all
called him an
ages.
old creep or something, wasn't it?
It had a lot of negatives for violence
Yeah.
because he gets chucked into a pole at one bit.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
terrific
Spanish
family
lady.
film. And we're pleased to award the movie our Dove family approved seal for all ages. It also got -1 for other homeless people seen around a trash can fire.
Hey!
Or
Like
just a
mad stuff.
just a standard day out in Carlisle. Yeah.
Okay, so you can only draw at this point, sadly. But
I mean, that's not going to happen either, James. But
Half a
okay.
pigeon each.
Bagsy the bum.
I've got another
Slovakia.
fake film question for you. So Michael Paré was the main antagonist in Global Meltdown, which we've discussed already. He was the survivalist, if you remember him. And he has 200 acting credits overall. So I've got another fake film quiz for you.
It doesn't
Which of
count
these?
if those acting credits are podcasts, because I know, because I've got 130 of them on IMDb, and they don't count.
This is why I thought that you would be good for this
Right, yeah,
question.
sure, James, yeah.
So is the fake film, is it A, Space Rage? Is it B, Lunar Assassins? Or is it C, Dragon Fights?
Oh,
they all
there's 2
sound
really
good.
good
They all
ones
sound
there.
brilliant.
There's 2. I mean, Dragon Fight had a dragon fighting. Space Rage had rage in space.
And Lunar Assassins had assassins on the moon.
Oh, is that what Luna means? Shit. I thought it was assassinating a girl called Luna. Right, okay. I'm just gonna go Space Rage because it's stupid. I mean, they're all stupid. I'm going Space Rage.
No, wrong again. It was
Ah!
the Lunar Assassins. Is the
Oh,
big
Lunar
film.
Assassins seemed like the most reasonable of them.
Yeah, I'm sure we've discussed Lunar Assassins after we've recorded at some point.
I mean, he did a lot of Lunar films. Lunar Cop 1995 is a really good film.
Meet the cop.
Space Rage.
who's lunar enough?
Space Rage 1985, a sci-fi western set 200 years in the future. I mean, to be honest, I've got the plots for both of these films, that and Dragonflight 1990, and they're about what you would expect the random plot generator to come up with. Dragonflight is in the future. Large corporations earn millions of dollars by staging gladiatorial fights to the death that are shown on worldwide television. We get through about 5 of those a month.
I was going to say, I'm sure we've seen 3 of them this year.
That's
alone.
Robot Jocks with dragons, is what that is. By the way, Robot Jocks is a future episode. No, it's the giant mechs.
Oh, I thought it was like an android supercran.
And finally, what was the highest rated Last Orders film this year? Same rules as Barney's last one. It's an open question that there's no specific answer.
Okay. It can't be anything other than It's a Wonderful Knife.
That's what you would say that's the highest.
I would say that's the highest rated one. It has to be.
You're getting through these very quickly. I just want to explore the thought processes behind this.
The thought process is that it's the only good film we've watched this year.
We did Dreamscape.
No, Dreamscape's stupid and shit. Although I love rating really bad films really well. So I've probably fucked myself right in the kahoozy with that.
It had warriors in Dreamscape. It had a man at the track fighting the Dropkick Murphys. Like, it had everything.
We're from the land of the jockeys. Yeah, it had that. Yeah,
it had Norm getting stabbed by a brass band or something. I remember.
How do you remember these things?
Because it's all coming back to me like Celine Dion.
Very good. Yeah. All right. As written by Jim Steinman, though.
Well,
which is why it's the only good song of hers.
No,
you better think
Which
twice.
One's that? Yeah, I think that's think twice, isn't it? Where she goes, no.
That's pretty good as well. And then there was one with the Bee Gees, but I don't remember that either. No, something about you will only address her as Celine Dion #1 or something. Again, what is this? James, you started this. I was just willing to batter through the fact I don't know the answer to any of these questions. But you, sir, you bought my mental health nightmare.
I quite remember Sword and Sorcery doing well as well.
Mark wasn't on that. Mark wasn't on that
okay.
One. Well, that might be a good reason to vote it up because he also votes very low.
Yeah.
But I
guess
the
one with the wig hut?
Yes, it was. Yeah, with a small tree stump or something. He goes into.
I believe that's not what Mono likes to be called down the dock. Hey. So. I'm wrong, James. Is what you're getting at. That's why you've asked me to pad.
Yes, essentially, you were very, very quickly wrong, which is the best kind of wrong.
Story of my life.
I shit you not, it's Space Truckers, which got 32 points. Second highest rated film of
Space
the
Truckers
year for
is
us.
fucking brilliant. That's why. We all thought Space Truckers was brilliant because Dennis Hopper was left to Dennis Hopper.
Because we did Stabby Christmas Time last week on this thing, and that's the only thing you can remember.
Debbie Mazar in her pants. That's always going to get extra points.
Yeah, and he's got a robot penis.
Charles Dance.
Yeah. Stop mentioning things because it will come up.
Oh shit!
Charles Dance's robot penis will come up later on.
They've got all the answers.
I'm just going to say Charles Dance's robot penis. And we can
I
all
guess
go
that's
home.
why he paid. That's why he paid the money for it because it keeps coming up regularly.
Jesus.
Yeah, he featured loads of mad stuff. Square Pigs were in that.
Square Pigs.
Norm
from Cheers.
Fucking hell, Norm. He doesn't have a good time on this podcast. Maybe we should rebrand as the Norm getting fucked over podcast.
Dennis Hopper punching a woman on a toilet. That happened.
Yeah.
Stop
and
mentioning things.
God damn. Some things are fine to mention. Norm being sucked out of a window, but an old lady being punched on the toilet. That's where we draw the line.
Right. Okay. So you got 1 point out of that.
Yes. I continue to be useless at this.
Joe,
anyone would think I was doing it on purpose. Anyone that hasn't seen me drink a massive glass of rum.
Free toilet room.
Joe, for your first question, you've mentioned it already because, of course, you have. What item in the Hallmark film Our Dream Wedding enabled time travel?
It's the wedding veil.
Charles
It was
Dance's
a magical
robotic
wedding
penis.
veil.
But
Because of this, so everybody gets one easy question, by the way. That was a very
okay.
easy question. Because of this, on dove.org, the film was downvoted for miscellaneous immorality. A magical wedding veil transports the heroine to her future, or a vision of a possible future, which helps her decide whether to get married to the man she loves.
Yeah.
And it was provided by Grandma Mimi, I seem to remember.
You know what he's
Yeah.
talking
That
about?
really is.
Oh, she,
Oh,
yeah,
yes, so
she
she
had like
did.
60
bags.
Rothmans a day, yeah. Granny,
Yep,
this
that's 1 point. That's 1
stinks.
point in the bag. It's going to be easy. Okay, question number 2. So going back to the film Space Truckers, what was the name of the lead mobster? Was it A, Mr. Tangy? Was it B, Mr. Zesty? Or was it C, Mr. Vim?
I don't. Oh, mate. Can't be Mr. Zest. Mr. Zesty sounds good, though, doesn't it? That's like.
Mr. Vim sounds like the guy who cleans your kitchen counters.
Yeah, Mr. Zesty sounds like an off brand version of Ting. Yeah.
Oh, mate, I would buy that. I mean, Ting's cheap enough as it is.
I know.
But if it was low calorie, I'd buy it. Yeah.
I've got Mr. Ting. That's not even one of the options. Making up my own questions now.
Me like Ting.
Do you like rings?
Do you like rings,
Kings?
minks, tings, stings, and bings?
Do you
I
want to
think
hear the list again?
it's Mr.
I don't think it matters.
Mr.
James.
Zesty, Mr. Vim, or Mr.
Tangy.
I'm going to say Mr. Vim.
Oh, it's incorrect.
Oh!
I would have gone
honestly
with
thought
that,
you'd
but
remember
I'm
this. Anyone want to have a second guess? It's between Mr. Zesty and Mr. Vim. Mr. Yeah, you said Vim, didn't you? Mr. Tangy and Mr. Zesty.
It's Mr. Tangy, is it?
No, it's Mr.
No,
Zesty.
I'm always wrong.
How could you
I'm
forget
always
Mr.
wrong.
Zesty? Mr. Zesty can be found on a commercial space station by going into the women's toilets, finding a screaming woman, and putting your hand right down her throat. And then it becomes an elevator that takes you down to his level. He has to, I said on the episode, he has to go through that every day on his way to work.
That's the guy with the little glasses, isn't it? Downstairs in the toilets, yes.
Yeah, he looks like a 70s program.
Funny looking lad, yeah.
Mr. Zesty.
Fucking
Captured by Operation
I thought because it was in the toilets, it'd be Vim, and that'd be the joke. But then I
Oh
realised
yeah, that would be.
it's American, and they don't.
It's not the 50s.
Well, yeah, and Vim
It's
doesn't
almost
exist.
like I'm a master question writer. What was the worst rated Last Orders film this year? Now this is a harder question than any others, I think, because there's a lot of
Watched
lows.
so much shite.
So I've got 3 options for you.
Go on.
Was it Mr. Scrooge to see you dice?
Did
Was
it?
it B, Wolf Cop? Or was it C, Alone for Christmas?
Was Alone for Christmas? Is that the Talking Dogs?
Bone Alone.
Yeah, it's also Bone Alone, yeah.
Right. Because, oh my God, this is going to come down to literally points, this, isn't it? Because I'm fairly sure they all did very poorly. But which one did the worst? We all hated Wolf
Which one
Cop.
did the worst?
We all hated
Oh,
Scrooge to
no, but
see you.
I specifically despised Wolf Cop, and you guys didn't as much.
Yeah.
You, Joe, especially. I think you were a little bit understanding that they were trying to do something.
Yeah.
But I
and
thought
there
it was really. I just thought it was really.
And, you know, wolf
thoughtless.
sex. Yeah. Oh, and his penis exploded. I liked that.
His
I
robot
understood.
penis.
No, he's real human
His
penis.
Wolf Cop penis, yeah.
Exploded into a wolf cock.
Wolf Cop.
There was a reason you left this, isn't there?
Right,
is one of them.
I've got. It has to be. Then Bone Alone, like it had talking animals in it, which we all hate.
Oh no, I don't hate talking animals.
Oh,
I just
you're
hate
trying
it when
to just lead
they
me down
do
a
that.
dark
No, I
path.
don't. I just hate it when they
Like
do
a
the
wolf
mouth
cop.
thing that they did with them.
I'm
The
going to
mouth
say
thing
Mr.
they did was
Scrooge,
awful.
Mr. Scrooge to see you nice, because I don't think anyone found anything redeeming in that
I
whatsoever.
still feel guilty about that, lads. I'll be honest.
Mr. Scrooge to see you nice.
Is incorrect. It
Oh,
This is carnage.
I demand a steward's inquiry.
Judge's pun.
Is it
It was
Woodcock?
Alone for Christmas /
Oh.
Bone Alone.
Oh,
Or in German, I believe it was called Bone and Unser House. It featured Kevin Sorbo. And,
Oh shit! That should have been
yeah,
a giveaway.
oh!
pet
If I
style Home Alone thing.
if I'd have remembered Sorbo was in it, yeah.
There
The
was that
poor
man
man's
who had,
Fabio.
like CCTV in his house and possibly molested dogs.
I would
that
love
shat
to-
everywhere.
I
It was
would
just a
love to-
mess.
Twat Sorbo in the nose with a goose. I've got to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, I'd love to get him
Frozen goose.
Fabio'd. Yeah.
So
I
to get
told
through to
Harvey
the
about
next
that
round,
the other day, and she was like, "No, it never happened." And I found the picture of him
There's
coming
the
off the roller
pictures.
coaster
Yeah,
with a
there's the
goose-shaped
pictures.
mark on his face.
Have that. He truly went to Valhalla that day. Was the name of the roller coaster.
Was
Okay.
it not? Was it not goose
That
face?
tumbleweed's just gone past.
I know. I was going to say I was filling it in for listeners, but listeners knew it was just you three that didn't. So
got another question for you now. You've got to get the next two right, by the way,
Oh,
to
mate.
have any hope of beating the reigning champion.
Oh.
So the first film reviewed this year was Meet Cute, as we've mentioned before, starring Penny from Big Bang Theory.
Mm.
According to Katie Facts in that episode, what does her surname, Cuoco, mean? It's an open answer one. It's so hard. I feel really bad.
I mean, just so we don't have to get another trophy, you just put a 4 on that 3. You'll be fine.
is it not the Legend of Zelda: The Kawoko of Time?
One of them chickens that you're not meant to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll give you a clue for this one because it is. Oh, go on. What were you going to say?
little something.
No.
No, okay.
Little Link.
big onion.
It means something in English that begins with the same letter.
Cock.
Robot cock. Chicken.
Caramel. I've no idea,
Caravan.
mate.
Not anymore. It doesn't.
Incorrect.
Cucumber. Sea urchin if you spell it wrong.
Okay, it's an occupation. So most surnames are either
Carpenter.
distinguishing feature. No.
Chisel
Candlestick
maker.
maker.
Distinguishing
Cooper.
feature, occupation, or
Chimney sweep.
origin. No.
Colin
Spell
Cuoco.
chimney sweep with a
Cuoco.
C.
I'm going to say Cuoco over and over again until you get it right. Cuoco.
What
Alive,
language is it
alive,
in? Just out of interest.
That sounds like this.
The question master
Polynesian.
needs to answer some questions. Yeah,
I'm just
can't
gonna
do
put
it,
you out
can
of your
you?
misery.
Cook!
That's-
It's
Shit,
cook.
you put
Yes, you got it right. Cook.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, Joe, I distracted the question master with a question.
Her
All
last
the
name, Cuoco.
turntables.
It translates to cook in Italian. Her father is of Italian descent and her mother has English and German ancestry. Coincidentally, the surname of her now divorced second husband, Katie informs us, was Cook. So she married a cook, being a cook. Yeah.
Was her dad a cook?
Who is the cook
don't know.
who cooks the cook?
Okay, so question number 5, which you need to get right to have any hope of beating Barney.
Oh, have you
Of
got a
which
sudden
film?
death round?
I've got a tiebreaker question. Yes.
Yes,
Of which
boy,
film
right.
this year
Focus.
did movieguide.org say to be avoided? Intentional blasphemy, evil, gross immorality, and/or worldview problems. That's of a film that we've watched this year.
Oh, it's not fish, is it? That was last year. The Christian fish thing. That was gross
That was last year, yeah.
Gross
And
immorality.
they probably like that one.
Is it not the Earth opening up one again?
Oh, what about that one with where it's the cop and the bridge, the rickety bridge.
What?
I don't know what
Oh,
that is.
all the ladies in red keep getting stabbed, and it's only
No,
one.
that was last year.
Oh,
that
I
was,
don't know where things are.
That wasn't the aftermath, was it? Yeah, it was the aftermath.
Oh,
I'm
Aftermath
sure.
is-
no the
yeah,
other
After-
one that he did, but not.
Yeah.
Is this Hallmark or Last Orders?
It's a hallmark of greatness.
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
Immorality. It's got to be Spring Break. There's loads of profanity in that.
The fuck is Spring Break?
Spring Palms, Palm Springs, wanking hand. Boomerang wanking hand.
Some words
Correct!
together.
Palm Springs!
Oh, well done.
Movieguide.org said it was to be avoided. Intentional blasphemy, evil, gross immorality,
Evil.
and worldview problems. Entertainment quality, 2 stars. Palm Springs has good chemistry between the 2 lead characters, but the movie isn't funny at all. It also has an unsatisfying, hedonistic, pagan worldview coupled with a nihilistic attitude that life is meaningless, so people should just do whatever they want with no consequences. The movie is also plagued by lots of foul language, sexual content, drug abuse, violence, and 2 characters killing themselves willingly to start the day over again.
Yeah,
There's one nugget of morality because the movie constantly relives the marriage of 2 people. Overall, Palm Springs is an abhorrent, disgusting movie without redeeming value.
Oh.
Sounds like every day in Dunmail Drive, Carlisle to me. I'll be
I was
honest.
like, you know how
But it's all right because it's about a wedding.
But that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Like,
That lets
they
it
just-
off, yeah.
They just watch films. Just if there's a wedding in it, fucking that's a tick in the Sound of Music. Never mind the Nazis, they do get married. Like it's just insane.
Especially when
Oh,
doesn't
so
the
there you have
husband
it.
shag the best friend or something the night before?
He shags everyone. He shags that guy
Yep.
in the pool at one point. He shags the dad, I think. He
Oh,
says.
they didn't like implied sex between 2 men. Yeah, that was in there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of
Yeah.
course not.
Unless they
No,
got
no, no,
married
no.
afterwards.
Even then, they wouldn't be.
And even then,
Uh,
only if the Pope did it. Okay, so it goes through to a tiebreaker
I'm not
quiz.
bumming the
and,
Pope to
and the
win.
person he was bumming was underage. I mean, that's
You can't
okay.
get to in his Pope-mobile.
It's not bulletproof. It's Joe-proof. Come here,
Unless
you
he's got his
little
robot
bald man.
So we have 2 people going through to the tiebreaker, and Mark, who will have to remain silent.
Mark is also here.
Oh, hey, I am barely here.
One of the 2 of you, but not Mark, will be going home with a special trophy.
Yeah, well, one of you will be going.
personalised by
One of you will
me.
be staying at home with it, and the other one will be going round with the other person's home and getting it.
Hey, give me my pigeon.
Okay, so it's sadly, it's another Kaylee Kawoko fact.
Oh God.
Because of course it is.
Cook. Her surname means cook in English. Right,
Big Bang Theory.
I'll be round in a second.
This is when we had proper facts, though, with Katie.
Jesus,
Hey.
James.
It's a Katie fact. It's another
Your
Katie fact.
robot cock means nothing.
So there are 3 possible answers to this. I'll let you both try and say what you think the answer is, and I will accept the answer of the first person that gets it right. So,
Okay.
what is the
worse
name
than-
of Kaylee Kawoko's horse? Her actual real-life horse. What's the name of her horse? I know it's not fucking Cook.
Sad Ken.
Sugar. They found
Is
it.
it? Is it A, Swooshy? Is it B, Smooshy? Or is it C, Spoopy?
I believe it's
You just
smooshy.
said 3 of the same words there.
I believe it's smooshy.
Is it Krugler?
Yeah, Joe's got it there. It
well
was
done, Joe.
Swooshy.
Only
Smooshy
because I
or
remember
Spoopy.
Katie going smooshy for ages in that.
And there we have it. We've got a winner, everyone.
Yes,
Yes!
Oh, of all Martin greatest film. The founder of the feast, Joe himself.
Yes,
Joe's
the man that
worst
pays
rated
for
film.
hosting.
His worst film of the year was Love Afloat, which, as
Oh.
previously mentioned, was about Sandra Love, an isolated female CEO who must marry a handsome prince or else she'll never solve an old family mystery. Things really get going when Sandra becomes acquainted with Dirk Afloat, a man who does the same job as her but gets paid more, who still sells chipped PS1 games down the old high street. Things really heat up when an iron drops on the floor and burns through a hole in the carpet, and the unlikely duo must join forces. Will they save nice foreigners from unspecified calamity? Perhaps.
To put a rug over the burn. It's a 2-man operation, I'm afraid. Oh, I remember hating that one. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was awful.
there's a lot of them.
Also, we mentioned it earlier, so I had to come up with a fake synopsis for it. So you get 2 for 1 this week.
Yes.
Barney, your personal worst rated film this year was Our Dream Wedding, which you gave a -3,
Oh,
a try
Jesus.
minus. and it featured commitment shy Natalie, who's transported through time by husky-throated Grandma Mimi in her old veil. And she lives a boring life, which I think you didn't quite appreciate, was that she lives a boring life with 2 annoying kids and then goes back to the past.
Yeah,
and then
she's
has
like,
to
that's the
expect all
future
of
I
that.
want. Also, I remember it's like she injects a child at one point with something to defeat allergies.
Yeah, there was something about spotting something that was an allergy.
Yeah,
by very common signs of an allergy. And finally, in last place, Mark.
Loza.
Consistently a low-scoring member of the squad. He gave an average of 3.5 points per film. Because of this, he has 5 joint lowest scoring films.
Jesus
Bloody
Christ!
hell.
My New Year's resolution is to be less of a dick to the films, not to you two.
No, you ground us.
What are his 5 films?
He's very earthy, it's true.
Musky.
So the first film was A Christmas Bounty, 1 bronze Ghostbuster HQ. Alone for Christmas, Bone Alone, 1 bronze Shank Bone. Wolf Cop, 1 bronze Blood Moon. Mr. Scrooge to See You, 1 copper crutch. And Beyond Sherwood Forest, 1 tin Malcolm.
Oh, Malcolm. Like what? Like he's called the Sheriff of Nottingham. Why call him Malcolm?
Beyond Sherwood Forest. I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, Jesus.
Can we just isolate Mark saying, "Oh, Malcolm"?
That was the first of our werewolf type, dragon type films of the year.
Also, that woman has turned up in a lot of stuff since then as well, though, hasn't she?
Well, we did an episode on American Mary.
Yeah,
the Soska sisters.
Yeah. I forgot. Well, they're all looking like Commanders of
and
Valor in that poll.
Catherine Isabel. She was also in It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yes,
as the owl. Yeah,
and I think most of them turn up in like Smallville as well.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Canada, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Canada's a small world after all. Yeah.
And there you go. There's your quiz of the year. So congratulations to our winner once again. It's Joseph Higgins.
Hello. Thank you.
You'll expect your trophy, impending as it is.
Next time you got the wrestling.
Boring a hole through the ground as it drags in the weight of the postman's bag.
I'm just worried what else you can get, like, trophy-wise.
Be a duck from above to go with the pigeon.
Me and Katie were Googling it earlier. We found so much shit.
I saw your thing of trophy for old men, which scared me.
It's a Cormac McCarthy.
You've got to do.
What's that?
Did you say it was a Cormac McCarthy book? Very good. Very good. Did you find that on the road somewhere?
Oh, well, right. Well, yeah. I mean, that was it. Normal service will resume either next week or the week after. We haven't decided yet, but we'll be back to regular service with, I don't know, a hallmark. We'll start with a hallmark in it.
Yeah.
I've got to say to everybody while you're on here, a terrible time to announce it, I guess. It's been a fantastic 18 months. I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to the next year. For a second, you thought I was quitting live on air, but you'd have
That's
to
right. He wants to come back for next year when he hopefully will win.
When I hopefully
it's not
will finish
live on air.
0
Joe
points.
just cut you
I was
off.
going to say, I'll just edit that bit out, and then you have to do it.
Ah, damn you!
Yeah, you see.
It's
Damn
just you going,
Mr. Video.
over and over again.
Malcolm! Malcolm, just stop it.
Change the tone slightly. Do you want me just to record me saying Malcolm in different ways? And that's the episode.
Surprised Malcolm. Angry Malcolm.
That's the end of the episode.
Jesus. That's it. Thank you for listening for another year. We'll probably be here for another year, unless one of us, unless I die because I've got all the logins.
Before we go, sorry, I know I've just done this bit already, but we've got to thank James for coming on 100 Things for the first episode this year, and being I was going to say not only the soberest person, but one of only 2 completely sober men on that podcast. John actually not turning up.
I was so fucking ill. Half of that was me coughing and just having to cover the mic. But yeah,
it was
fun. It was good.
If you like what James has done here, You'll absolutely love what James does on our podcast, but you'll hate me and John because it's just the standard.
What I do,
John's just
humiliate
hammered
you.
in that episode.
Humiliate us by coming up with facts, and John randomly wandering off to let some dogs out.
And then
Who
just
let
going,
the dogs out? John.
potatoes.
John.
Yeah.
John. Yeah.
Yes. If you want that, go and listen to 100 Things We Learned from Film, which is also very good in a different way. Let's say
Thanks.
similar but different. They do proper films like Police Academy and Death Wish 3. Oh, I wish I was
Death Wish
dead.
4 this year, boys.
Oh, is it 4 this year? Yeah.
This year, yeah, coming up.
Right. Anyway, that's
Thanks,
it.
James.
Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Thank you all. I shall see you in the future for more japes and sharks
Tomfoolery.
and time traveling Nana bridegroom veils. What's the word? Veil. Jesus, fuck it. Never mind.
How
Cut that.
did you win that round?
I know that horse means cuckoo in Portuguese. Oh, say goodbye, boys and girls.
Bye,
Bye,
girls.
Happy New Year.
And really sad macadamia nuts.